denials, and they haven't come back with any misinformation or anything like that. So the big stuff has been totally bang on.
Okay, all right, $80,000 to people in this country, I think, would be a lot of money. A big disparity there. Ed Pilkington from The Guardian, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on. Joining me right now is Senator Bernie Sanders, an independent senator from Vermont. Sir, I hope you were able to hear the interview that we just did there with Ed from The Guardian. And, of course, we know what you've been hearing from the people there on the Hill, colleagues of yours calling for the prosecution, the extradition of Edward Snowden, Senators Feinstein and Nelson calling what he did an act of treason, Senator Chambliss saying if it's not, it's pretty close. What do you say? Is Snowden a patriot whistleblower, or should he be charged with treason?
Well, this is what I say. What I say is that we have to focus on the real issue here. And I know the media is going to get off into the manhunt and everything else, but here's the issue. The president said we should have a debate. Let us have that debate. And here's what the issue is. Are we comfortable, Thomas, with the fact that every single telephone call we make is on record with the United States government? Is that what the Fourth Amendment is about? Is that what freedom is about? Is that what democracy is about? I happen to believe that terrorism is a very real threat to this country. But I also believe that we can effectively fight terrorism without undermining the basic civil liberties of this country. So the debate has got to focus on whether you want every prescription drug written to you, every website that you visit, every book that you read, every telephone call that you make to be registered by the United States government. And understand that with the growth of technology, that is only going to get worse in years to come.
Correct.
Are we comfortable with that? That is the debate the president said we should have. That is the debate we should have.
Sir, let's talk about data mining, though, because as you talk about this, it is only going to get worse, and we need to have a informed debate about it. New polling, though, showing a majority of Americans are in favor of some sort of data mining. 62% of Americans feel security is more important than privacy overall. When you talk specifics, though, these numbers get even tighter, but a slim majority, 56%, they favor the NSA tracking phone records, and only 45% favor email tracking.
First of all, that's fine. That's number one. But number two, it depends on how you phrase the question. The American people and I and you and everybody else wants our government to do everything that we can to stop terrorist attacks against America. Nobody debates that. But I also believe that most Americans do not want to live in an Orwellian society where virtually everything that we do is recorded, not only by the United States government, by the way. That's a good part of this discussion. We've got to look at the private sector. We have to look at corporate America, also recording what we're doing. We need to have that debate. And I think at the end of the day, most Americans will say, let's go after terrorists when we have a probable cause. So I think, as somebody who has consistently voted against the USA Patriot Act, the remedy is to tighten up that act and say when the government can make a case, reasonable suspicion, probable cause, let's go after those guys.
But at this point, isn't the government just asking for forgiveness, not permission? This is already going on. This is already happening. So right now, aren't we just realizing that we're supposed to forgive the sins of what's already been done and figure out how to move forward as a society when we have to think not just as a country, but how we're competing internationally to learn about what terrorist activities are going on around the world? I mean, basically, we're trying to be the country figuring out this information for pre-crime.
Well, look, you can say that, you could live in North Korea. I suppose North Korea is a very safe society. The government knows every damn thing you do. All right? I mean, there are limits to what I think what the American people want is to know that government is being vigorous. We don't want police officers stopping everybody walking down the street. You have to have a reason to stop somebody. That's what the Constitution of the United States is about. That's what the Bill of Rights is about. So what is the balance? I think the president has called for that debate. I think we should have debate. My own view is that, of course, we want to go after terrorists, but there has to be reasonable suspicion, probable cause, not having the records of every single American or virtually every single American in the files of the United States government. So I think we need to have that debate, not only the government, private sector as well. How do we protect privacy in this age of exploding technology when they have the capability? Government, private sector has the capability of knowing virtually everything that you do, read, see, hear.
Independent Senator Bernie Sanders. Sir, thanks for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.